Welcome back to Goddess of Truth podcast. Once again, it's Sunday. I have not been consistently on the podcast, but I was going through a well-needed cleanse, and I'm talking mind, body, and spirit. Because one thing, you can't show up for nobody if you can't show up for yourself. If you're not prepared for yourself, you've taken care of yourself, you've tried your best to heal yourself and put positivity in yourself, how can you show up for anybody else? And this is one thing I want to talk about. What I see more so than anything. You resonate more with people you have something in common with. And that can be good or bad. You know, you gravitate to people that you have more commonality with than you would that you don't. Not saying you can't be in amongst of different type of people, but it's just you gravitate towards people that you have a common ground with. So if you like to drink, smoke, be on the scene, you tend to be around people that's like that. The person that is, quiet or reserved to themselves, not on the scene, those type of people are not your top cup of tea. Because y'all don't have really nothing in common. How can you bond with people that you can't resonate with? And what's a relationship? Relativity. So if most of relationships are based on relativity, what are you relating about? If you can't bond with people that relate with you, or you have something relative to talk about, and I'm not talking about family wise, I'm talking about like you're relating with someone in order to form a relationship. So that's how most relationships are formed, because it's something that you and the individual relating and y'all relate in common with, if that makes sense. It may not make sense, but I just want to say that. So, depending on what you're relating with the individual will determine the type of relationships you will have.
Oh yes, look, Rebecca, there's your mom.
So,
she's come to meet you.
I've been in relationships where me and the person, we related because we like to smoke, we like to drink, we like to go out, we like to, talk about men, or we like to talk about things that we had in common or similar situations that we both were in. And that is what made us close. And I'm talking about friendship wise, family also. But what made us close was when we related with each other because we were either doing the same thing or we were going through the same thing. But what I found out is if you're not going through healthy situations or situations that produce growth within you, they keep you low, they keep you stagnant, they keep you at a place that you don't want to be, yet you can't find yourself out of it. And all you have is community of same people that go through the same stuff, and all you got is complaining and back and forth of that's going on and gossip. Those type of relationships do not create change in your life. And so what happens when one grows from those type of relationships and they're left not relating with the people that they once related with? Like, the bonding that you have with that person is absolute, because you can't relate to them anymore because you've detached, you've dissociated yourself, or you've cleanse that part of yourself that you related to them with. So how do you keep relationships like that? Because that's one thing that I've had a problem with. When I do not resonate with a person, and I try my best to really grow and look at myself in the mirror for what I've done, because you can't heal nothing if you don't take accountability of your actions and the reason why you're in that situation anyway. But what happens when you create relationships that are based on either trauma or low energies that put you in a place that you don't want to be, but you have created a relationship with a person that you had that in common, or you have that in common? But you or the individual outgrows it, or they heal that part of them that associated with the relativity, and you guys don't have nothing in common anymore. But they still are on that status. They have not healed that part of them. How do you go on with relationships like that? Because I've had several different friends, and I've had I can't say I've just had several relationships, but I've had important relationships in my life where I've outgrown the relationship, because the reason why I was in the relationship was not of my highest good. But I was in it because me and that individual related to it at that moment. And I needed, it was like licking each other's wounds. Like, we both are experiencing something within us that is allowing us to relate to each other in a way that, you know, I'm not going to say it allowed us to have a relationship based on the relativity that we both had, that was probably, and it's not even probably, it wasn't of either one of us highest good, but that was the reason why we were in the relationship. So what does one do when one person has exceeded that relationship and went within their self, or take the proper cautions to heal their self, or to dissociate their self with that part of them or entity or whatever you want to call it, because it's something that, you know, and I've dealt with this. I've dealt with being in relationship with people, friendships, and it's like I can see the lower part of me in this person. And I don't know if they can see it in me, but I healed that part of me, or I proceed to try to heal that part of me. And I don't have a common relationship with the person anymore, because they're still fighting their demons. They're fighting their attachments. They're fighting their addictions. And I've pulled myself out of it because I seen how it wasn't helping me. It was hurting me. And now this friendship is left broken up, because the only reason why we came together was because we were both at a lower part of our life. And we associated with that, and we bonded with that. Because I feel like there's true relationships that you don't bond from hurt, or you don't bond from addictions, or you don't bond from certain entities or certain mishaps. They last forever. Like, you would think that. And I mean, I truly believe everybody come in your life for a reason. They're here to teach you something. You're here to teach them something. It's a season. It's a reason. It's all put to place for both of the individuals to get something out of it. It may not be physical gain. It may be just spiritual gain. It may just be experience. And that is a lot. You know, physical gain, yes, it is important because we living on this physical realm, and we have to live on this realm with the physicality of certain things, monies, property, wealth, whatever. And wealth can be anything, not just physical. But when you get something that cannot be bought but has to be experienced through a relationship, that's powerful. That's life changing. That changes one into something better. And who to say you had to go through pain? Because everybody doesn't have to go through pain. Some people don't experience the type of pain that other people have to experience. But who you become at the end is great value than you not going through that experience, and you not encountering that person and becoming better. So when you can look at a situation, if it was good or bad, whatever it was, and take wisdom from it, take experience from it, take something from it that can last a lifetime, that you could teach other people, or you can just keep within yourself, that encourages you to keep going and to continue on, moving in the right direction, that is priceless. That's priceless. And I'm not advocating going through lower vibrational energy relationships, but sometimes that's what you have to do. It's a lesson, and it's all for your highest good. It's all for you to get something that you can't buy, because you can't buy life experiences. A lot of the times you have to go through it, like go through the fire to get those experiences, but they change you and they rearrange you to be better. It doesn't matter when you get them. You can get them at 20, you can get them at 30, whenever you get the lesson in order for you to grow and become better. That's when you're supposed to get it, and that's when you're supposed to receive it and move in it. But I just want to come today and to really question, what do you do when you've dissociated attachment or addiction or something within you that you bonded with another individual with, but you don't hold that within you anymore? You've either broken it off of you, you've healed it, you've cleared it, you've overcame it. But you and that person, you and that individual is sensitive. It's sensitive to other people, because just because you got it quicker or you got it doesn't mean that other individual had it too. So it's like, okay, and that's been my problem, because once I get a lesson, in general, I'm gone. I've learned it, but a lot of the times I didn't think of the other person, because, it was not just about me, but I just felt like it's hard to teach other people when you've really been trying to grow, because a lot of the times you have to try to heal yourself. You can't go looking for other people to heal you. And a lot of the time, that's when people get lost, because they want people to heal them, and they never take the time to heal themselves. So I'm done babbling. I'm done talking. But I just wanted to really talk about that, because that is really important to me. And I really feel the need to talk about that, because, sometimes people go through this and they may not know how to deal with it, because I didn't know how to deal with detaching myself from an energy or addiction or something that bonded me with a person, and now you don't have that in you no more. And where do you go with the relationship or the friendship? So thanks for listening. If people's listening in, if not, I feel real good putting that out, and I'll talk to you another time.